It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people, right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso Morning Show. Now, when you hear that sound, you know it's time to give you an update on all things tech and what's happening in the world of tech. So let's get into it.
Oh, yes. Lots happening in the world of tech, ladies. According to research firm CD Insights, fintechs around the world have raised $33.9 billion in total. This is in 2019. Now, the annual report described this capital injection over 1,900 deals. There has been a decrease from 2018, mostly because venture capital firms have been looking to invest more in late-stage firms rather than upfront before these businesses prove themselves in the market. Now, in 2018, the total investments in fintech companies reached $40.8 billion. Emerging markets performed extremely well and attracted most of the fintech interest from around the world. I'm talking about South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. They all topped their annual highs last year. Now, interestingly, though, a lot of money is starting to flow east. Asia outpaced Europe, for example, in the second half of last year, both from a capital investment point of view as well as a number of deals perspective. So they really are just surging up. But in 2019, we also saw 24 new so-called fintech unicorns come up to the fore. For example, startups that reached the $1 billion valuation, which is a big thing for a startup, a big deal, and unseen or unheard of before. Now, the insurance sector, for example, in fintech, had a landmark year in 2019. And fintech companies that focus on insurance services, they raised $6.2 billion in 2019, which is up from 2018, where we saw $3.2 billion. Now, nearly half of all the funding to fintech startups was done to 83 huge rounds of size $100 million or above. Now, these are massive, obviously, but these massive investments that were up around the world, except in Europe, with 2019 being a difficult year to garner Series A funding. Now, it will be very interesting, guys, I think, to see what 2020 holds for early stage startups, for all these new businesses that are coming up that we're seeing popping up in all different types of insurance companies or across the digital space and the works.
Absolutely, man. I mean, with financial tech services, like easy access to the general public, to like insurance, mobile banking, etc., etc. It makes sense that the growth is immense, but also I'm actually going to look into why it wasn't doing so well in Europe.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. It's going to be interesting to see as well, with all of these health issues we're having, if we're going to be seeing a lot of new fintech companies that specialize in the medical space pop up. That's going to be very, very interesting to see. But let us know if you see any interesting stories on Facebook, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, any tech stories that have caught your attention. We want to hear all about them.